Welcome to the season 2 of About Creative Uses of AI in Norway. In the last episode, we talked about ChatGPT. We mentioned that the GPTs of ChatGPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. We talked a bit about how it is built, what functions it had, how it responds to user questions and interactions, etc. In episode 1, season 2 of About Creative Uses of AI in Norway, we are going to do a more deep dive on how ChatGPT is built. Stay tuned because we have a surprise guest for you in part 2 of this show.
Hi guys, welcome to About Creative Uses of AI in Norway. I'm your host Ali Sobut. Tonight we're going to talk about how ChatGPT is built. Now let's just jump right into it.
Don't be a prick. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe.
Okay, welcome back to the studio. And now we're going to talk more elaborately on how ChatGPT is built. Focusing on what comes first and how all the tech pieces are connected and shit. It's not just one thing, it's a layer of awesome tech built on top of each other, okay? So you've got the level 1, which basically is the foundation, the neural network. I'm going to make a series about neural networks based on David Chapman's book, which is open sourced on YouTube, which you can hear on YouTube. This is, I think, 7 hours of information that's about the neural network. It's a really awesome book. I would really recommend it. Okay, so let's talk about the foundation of the neural network as headlines. You gotta get this at its absolute core. ChatGPT is a neural network. It's not a program that has a neural network. The whole thing is one giant ass neural network, okay? Think of a neural network as a computer's attempt at a brain. It's made of millions of tiny interconnected digital neurons, or neurons is for brain. So for AI technology, it's basically nodes. Nodes has the same function as neurons. By processing insane amounts of data, the network learns to recognize patterns by strengthening or weakening the connections between these neurons. This is how it learns to do stuff. Whether it's recognizing a cat in a photo, or in this case, understanding language. This is the fundamental slab of concrete everything else is built on. So you've got the blueprint. Now, if you remember in season 1 of my podcast, I told you GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformers. So I try to answer what a transformer is on a headline, as a headline on this last season, but now I'm going to try to simplify it a bit more. So basically, a transformer, or the transformer for ChatGPT, as far as it is concerned, is a blueprint for the neural network. Okay, so the neural network is a general term. The specific type of a neural network architecture used for ChatGPT is called a transformer. So basically, a transformer is a specific type of a neural network. Okay, this was when the transformer technology was introduced. It became a total game changer for AI. Before the transformer, all the neural networks sucked basically at understanding context in longer sentences. Again, I refer you to last season of About Creative Use of AI when we talked about ChatGPT. Okay, we kind of touched upon what a transformer is and what its function is. Now, in order to continue with this, so transformers read word by word and basically forget the beginning by the time they got to the end. That's before the newer transformers, right? They basically sucked. The transformer's key feature is a brilliant mechanism called self-attention. So self-attention allows the model to look at an entire sentence at once and figure out which words are most important to each other. So for example, in the sentence, the robot picked up the ball because it was very heavy. Self-attention helps the AI to figure out what it refers to. So basically here the it refers to the ball, not the robot. See, this is a crucial interconnectedness. The transformer isn't separate from the neural network. It is the neural network, specific prioritized design. They chose this blueprint because it's a good tight architecture for understanding the nuances of human language. Now, after the transformer, what is really important to understand regarding to ChatGPT is the priority of the training processes. Okay, so you've got this massive empty transformer brain. Okay, now the top priority now is to make it smart. This happens in two huge steps. You've got the pre-training. The first and massive part of the build is pre-training. OpenAI basically fed the transformer neural network a giant chunk of the internet, books, Wikipedia articles, you name it. Its only job was to play a game of predict the next word. Alright? So billions and billions of times. By doing this, the network was forced to learn the patterns of a language. It learned grammar, facts, how to reason, and different styles of writing. This is where it got its massive raw encyclopedia knowledge. This is the priority because without this foundational knowledge, the AI is basically useless. So now, again, if you go back to my earlier publications regarding to use cases of AI and the way that I have used AI, I have emphasized fine-tuning by examples using LoRa's, okay? Now I'm going to go a bit more theoretical in this and see and try to understand with you guys what fine-tuning is at its core, okay? So after pre-training, the model is a genius, but it's also a wild, unpredictable genius. I'm talking about fine-tuning now. So basically, fine-tuning is teaching the AI how to behave. Now we're going to elaborate on that. It learned from the entire internet, including the weird and toxic parts. So the next priority is to tame it. Again, how make it, teaching it how to behave. This is done through fine-tuning. Humans get involved here, right? So they create high-value data set of conversations where they show the AI how to be helpful, harmless, and follow instructions. This process, which includes a technique called reinforcement learning, with human feedbacks, is like teaching a super smart kid some manners. It aligns the AI's vast knowledge with human values, so it doesn't just go off the rails. So the whole thing flows in a natural order. You start with the fundamental tech, the neural network, use a specialized blueprint, perfect for language, the transformer, then prioritize filling it with knowledge, okay? The pre-training, and finally teaching it how to use the knowledge properly, fine-tuning. It's all one connected process, from the basic brain structure to the final polished personality and stuff. So look, we have, I think what we have talked about right now is basically a recapture of what we talked about the last episode of season 1. So the last episode of season 1, you can also go check it out. It was basically the same stuff, right? So I try to be a bit more clearer here and try to elaborate it a bit more and make it more understandable. But basically, we have just recaptured the last episode of the last episode of season 1. what we have, what ChatGPT is as its core. The continuing episodes is going to be neural networks, and we are going to have a more bird's eye perspective on neural networks and different types of neural networks that exist, and we are going to elaborate a bit more on different types of transformers. So ChatGPT is one type of a transformer that basically got widespread, that basically made transformers mainstream, and but there are several other types of transformers, and the transformer that I use, okay, yes, I use ChatGPT, but I don't use ChatGPT as often as I should, because there are other transformers that I find more flexible and more and more cost efficient and easier to use than ChatGPT. So stay tuned and let's learn together. Thank you for watching. I hope you find what I'm talking about useful. I look forward to talking to you guys in the future. Have a great day and talk to you soon. Bye.
Now let's jump into part 2. Tonight, we will chat with Christian Ringstad Schultz, the founder and CEO of Master Channel AI. Check the link below to see his mastering channel for your music in the description below. Now, what transformer technology do you think Christian has used regarding the development of his business based on this conversation? Please share your thoughts in the comments section.
Hey guys, tonight at the program at Alma. So basically, what it means is that it's a gathering of founders and entrepreneurs in Norway are trying to hustle their way through the challenges of entrepreneurship, trying to create value and do what basically try to create value for and create create jobs, etc. by hiring themselves. The AI source that I found was Christian Schultz. He has had a very exciting journey in his journey as an entrepreneur, and we're going to listen to his journey. And what is most interesting with him is that he has a producer background, something I'm kind of familiar with. Let's see how that goes. Good. And let's go. Can you just introduce yourself for our audience, and so that they get to know you, and also tell us about your past experiences, your present situation, and your future ambitions.
So my name is Christian. I'm a 33-year-old guy from Oslo, Norway. Currently CEO and the co-founder of a Norwegian music technology company called Master. My journey into music tech started when I was in my early teens. I got a hand on a computer, started producing music, as many teens does. Then I established my first record label when I was 16. And then after going to college and university, I established my first company within gaming technology. That company did not go as planned. It went bankrupt, but it gave me a lot of drive to continue pushing boundaries when it comes to how we actually can create opportunities within the creative field with new tech. So at that point, I also started my PhD within data-driven business model, so how we can monetize data. But during that PhD, I discovered Master Channel as a product, and then Sobut establishing a DAS company, and then led to me stepping out of my PhD. So for the past 4 years, I've been building up that company. We are now a global company with customers from well over 160 countries, profitable and doing quite a lot of different creating new services for artists. So the main thing with Master Channel is that we are an AI-based mastering platform where artists can upload their song and get it back within a couple of minutes in better quality.
I'm going to. Okay. So what I got from you, mastering. You called it mastering channel.
Master Channel.
Master channel. You do automatic mastering.
Yes.
By using AI.
Yeah. With our own proprietary knowledge.
And I remember when I asked, we had a short session of Q&A, and I asked your prospect for further development going to your mass channel. Right? Could you also, do you mind say what your surname is also?
So my surname or my full name is Christian Ringstad Schultz.
Okay, thanks. Yes, sir. And also we talked about prospects of further development, right?
Yeah.
Elaborate on that. I mean, what are the key challenges for you to escalate?
Yeah. So in order to take a product further and the whole company, I would say like distribution is a key aspect here. How can we get it in the hands of the people that need our product at the right time? Because with our product, people don't necessarily need it every day. It's not like food. You don't master your songs a couple of times every day. So we need to be have the right distribution so people can access it, and that means that they should have access to it from so also what kind of markets. So that is a challenge going forward. Like, where do we put our service? Another thing is, of course, finding the people that are willing to pay, because there are a lot of artists out there, but there are a lot of artists that are not able to pay or not good for it. So it's like find our key customers, and then it's about keeping it simple and making people understand the real value of it.
Yep. So I think hopefully my audience now I have some music background. So what I usually use, I don't know if you've heard about Banda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know the founder. So
you know the founder.
Yeah. I'm wondering if you have like, have you like, I don't know the right word for it. I guess give some of your check to BandLab, or maybe license some of your check to BandLab as well. BandLab is actually they have their own. Oh, okay. Yeah, but this is their own friend with us. They are a large company, so yeah. But it's another one very. Okay, so you're like you're going your own ways. Yeah. Okay. I see. Have you used BandLab? I know it's your competitor, but in order to get the feeling of the market, I understand that. So if you wanted to like compare compared it to service. Yeah. So I would say that BandLab covers a lot of these things that we cover. When it comes to audio enhancement and what we are focused on, we provide a better sounding experience. The second, it's an easier. Yours, because we are that's our core field. BandLab, as mentioned, provides a lot of different things. So, in that sense, we are competitors, but we're not directly stealing or stealing each other's custom. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to. Because we also talked about mixing and AI. Because mastering and AI, I feel you guys are, and I hope I'm not saying anything inappropriate right now, but based on is it okay to repeat for because based on the presentation you gave us, there is a Norwegian expression I love to use. It's called "livsskola," right? So you are quite on top of your game because you're trying to like escalate from 600,000 Norwegian krones of. Was it on profit or something? No, that's gross revenue in a monthly. Gross revenue? Okay, for someone who's financially... Yeah, that's our total sales. Is your total sales? So, in month. So, in a year... Taxes and stuff? Yes. Okay. Great. And one of the because there was another producer who basically asked you the challenges with AI and mixing. And actually, you also mentioned in your presentation because mixing is kind of you have to. It's all about taste, right? Yeah, it's more about the creative process. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, but you are trying to capture some of the market there as well. Yeah, and we are doing it today as well, but in a more non-technical way, more of an educational path. Yeah, what does that mean? So that means that instead of providing a solution that does mixing fully automatically, would rather explain to them what they can improve in their mix before uploading to master, understanding how they can use their own track as a reference model. So instead of using a totally different song, they can use their own song, upload it, listen to it, and then use that as like, okay, this is where I'm going. How can I change my mix in the mixer? And then re-upload it again. Well, basically making a reference track based on your own song. Yes. Okay. Okay, so it's actually more advanced than I thought it was at an idea level, but it seems like it's at an operational level for you guys. At an operational level. Yeah. Okay, then we're making that even more sophisticated. Yeah. Is that enough? So say that for sake of argument, let's say I send you my song, and you create a reference track on that.
and I don't have any right formal education going to creating music or nothing as such. I listen, I feel, I create. Right? Do you have any formal education? I don't think you have that. Since you have done that since you were 16 years old, I don't think you would need that. So basically, for those who are, how would the feedback be? Is it okay? Do you give also written or feedback, or is it like okay? I'm going to listen to the reference track and make my modifications.
Yeah, so you listen, and you also are provided with some graphs that explain where you are after mastering and before, and then you're also adding in text as we go.
What are the texts for? Is it like explain the graphs?
Explain it.
Yeah, okay. I remember we earlier also talked about chatbots, and if you were, is it okay if I'm? Yeah, okay. I remember you also talked about chatbots and perhaps implementation of chatbots in your service. How would that work?
Yes, we have some chatbots when it comes to like user support, for example, that handles
customer service and
yeah, okay. But I also think it's wise to not add chatbots in every level of the organization. Like if it's fantasy, then of course, but for us, it's like bots that are doing some work, meaning we automate something. Bots is just a fancy word, I would say. Then it's more about okay, what tedious tasks we have. How can we save time? And where do we actually save? Okay.
We don't have much need to like conclude right now.
Yeah.
But where can I stop?
Yeah, you can come back to me.
I mean, okay, great. I mean,
it's reachable.
Yeah, I mean, okay, great. LinkedIn is fine and well, but I mean. Can we like set up dates and stuff and meet each other also on LinkedIn? Would that be?
Yes, that's something I message on LinkedIn where you can find out.
Okay. Well, you know what? Again, interesting people, a lot of questions.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just give you a time to give some concluding remarks to people who are especially interested like me in creating stuff with AI. See, just an FYI, I have chatbots ready that I always try to like pitch myself, but I said, okay, you don't do it, so I'm going to retract that. But basically, my question is that to people who are trying to be potential funders and stuff. Do you have got any concluding remarks, any words of that key question that they have to try to find the answer? Because I love what you said in my parents.
I would say like have focus on actually solving a problem. You can create so much like cool stuff with AI today, but if it's only cool and doesn't really solve a real problem, then it's worth pursuing. I'd say. So focus on making sure that you solve the problem and execute.
On that note, I just want to ask you, your chatbot today, what kind of problem does it solve?
Answers regular user questions from the user, like how much does it cost, how can I best prepare my master, all those different things.
Basically customer service stuff.
Yeah.
And have you? Does it go on API, or do you have fed it some standard questions so that they use?
It's a self-learning process. So we answer questions and then it's learned.
Well, it's sad to say. It was a pleasure. Not that part isn't the sad part. It was a pleasure to talk to you. The sad part is you have to depart. I'm going to contact you on LinkedIn, and hopefully we can have a more elaborate chat.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon in the next podcast.
Oh wow. Thank you for watching. I absolutely can't wait to hear all about where you're tuning in from in the comment section below. And of course, just because I'm Alice AI version doesn't mean your comments aren't wildly important.